Good morning. This is the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Thursday, August 18th. On the impact map, we have monsoonal moisture pushing up from the south and somewhat drier storms, a mix of wet and some dry northwest Nevada into southwest Idaho. A lot of this may not produce a lot of lightning, a lot of cloud cover overhead. So the feeling is here we'll see convective showers, maybe a handful of strikes, but not a big deal yet. A bigger deal is the continued heat and dryness across the mountains of central Idaho. We have several large fires currently burning. Now, on Friday, that area of moisture expands northwards, and this time as it hits into the higher terrain, it is expected to produce a bit more in the way of lightning. So we have concerns for a mix of dry, some wet, but also the potential for new starts given how dry it's been up in parts of Idaho. That threat continues on Saturday, but drier air starts pushing in from the west. It was a busy day lightning-wise across the southern tier of the Great Basin, also starting to come up into the Sierra, and a few isolated strikes further north, but again, just very isolated through here. Most of this was on the wetter side, to tell by the precipitation. That's why we had no real new starts here across western Nevada. And 7-day precipitation, you can see how much wetness we've had over Arizona, much of Utah, and into eastern Nevada, but drier in our western areas and in the north. Percent of normal kind of tells a story. That darker red in far western Nevada, and some of these yellows and oranges in the higher terrain of Idaho. And you can see our fuels responding. We are seeing more of that 5% or lower on the 100-hour fuels in western, northwestern Nevada into parts of western Idaho as well. Look at some of the ERCs up on the Payette. They took a big hit with the moisture about a week ago, but you can see they've risen back up to above normal. Similar story on the Salmon Chalice, and that trend will continue today and tomorrow with the dryness. That's due to high pressure building in. You see the clear skies, temperatures above normal, humidity below normal, and there is the moisture we're tracking right now with a little shortwave in Northern California. So for later today, there's a little shortwave, that kink in the height lines. There's a moisture starting to push into parts of western Idaho away from the Sierra front. But the main concern will be the heat and dryness. Again, very low humidities this morning in those areas, so the fires will continue to burn. We don't have high risk for lightning. We think the cloud cover will be a little too extensive. The humidity on the higher side as well here at 20 to 30%. No factor on the winds. And there's the 24-hour precipitation, quite a bit of it. So more showery than thunderstormy, if that makes any sense. So get some low-end wetting rains, but some of that stuff we'll have to watch as it edges into southwest Idaho. Now on Friday, that moisture pushes northwards, interacts with the higher terrain of the mountains of central Idaho, so we have issued high risk for lightning in those areas. The humidity will be coming up a bit. It'll be in the 20s, so that is good news. Winds overall light. Precipitation. There'll be some pockets of heavier rain, a quarter or half inch, but it'll be more hit and miss, and there'll be a lot more areas that receive just light amounts. Deeper moisture continues further south and east. And on Saturday, drier air starts pushing as high pressure starts building in. The moisture gets shunted a bit further to the east. Winds, not really a factor. Humidity starting to dry out across Nevada and into far western Idaho. And that'll be the trend as we go through the next couple of days. 3-day precipitation totals. And again, on Sunday, now this is a day to watch. Drier air comes in, high pressure builds in, so we're back to above normal temperatures, and dry air for at least the eastern half or western half or western two-thirds of the Great Basin. We flipped these areas over to brown. This is when we could see new and emerging fires from the lightning, as well as again on Monday with the high pressure in place. And that trend continues on Tuesday. The high breaks down just a little bit, so we might cool off a degree or two, but nothing much. We continue dry and just some blips of monsoonal moisture in the far south. 7-day precipitation totals. And the 8 to 14 day, the monsoonal influence continues across the eastern Great Basin, but we do have a trend towards drier conditions across the north, and that'll continue right up until the end of August, along with above normal temperatures. This concludes our briefing. Have a great day.